Welcome back to the Earthstar Tribrid channel. This is your host, the Earthstar Tribrid. Now, we are going to finish out on the Zodiac Killer, and I may do something else today. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm getting pulled to do certain things, but I don't know exactly what they are at the moment. So, where we left off, we did mouth.
This bra is for seniors who want to get back their youth. Lift breasts right after first wear.
Yeah, we did the mouth. Okay, so we're going to finish out on the facial features of the Zodiac Killer.
So easy to get sweaty and sticky.
And then I'll go into occupations, like what he possibly could have done for work, if he did work, and also what he could have been, like what was he, a dad, was he an uncle, was he a grandfather of some sort, you know, something like that. We'll go into that as well.
This bra is 5 times stretchier than any bra out there.
Commercials. Gotta have commercials, not. Alright, so we're going to do jawline, hair, ears, chin, forehead, eyebrows, facial hair, and cheeks. I did a huge cleanse of my area right before I got on here, so hopefully I won't have as much interference as I did this morning. Like, that was insane. The amount of interference that I got this morning was insane. Okay, so I'll be right back. I wasn't recording when I did it, but when I was asking, like, because I got some major interference, and I asked, I'm like, does the Zodiac Killer want me to reveal who he is? And this candle literally went I was just like, oh my goodness. I wish I had that recording. But I was making sure that I wasn't getting any interference. Now, the Zodiac is literally trying very, very hard not for me to reveal who he is. But guess what? Not gonna happen. We're gonna figure out exactly who the fuck this motherfucker is. Okay? So we're gonna start with jawline, and then I'll be right back. Okay. Am I speaking to the All-High, Almighty? Am I speaking with Jesus Christ? Do you swear upon Jesus Christ's name that you're telling me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Am I getting any interference at this time? Nope. Okay. It's my favorite color, red. It's my favorite color, blue. Okay. What is the Zodiac Killer's jawline? Is it a narrow jawline? Protruding? Square? Long? Receding? Okay. Show me yes. Show me no, please. You are rebuked in the name of Jesus Christ. Only those of the highest divine light can come through and talk to me. No one else. You are to be sent back to whence you came. In the name of Jesus Christ, I command it. Show me yes. Show me no, please. Thank you. What kind of chin does he have? Is it square? Weak? Double? Strong? Sharp? Rounded? Is it rounded? Pointed? Dimpled? Cleft? Okay. And we're back. Does he have round ears? Square ears? Average sized ears? Unattached earlobes? Big ear shape? Average ears? Small ear shape? Pointed? Attached earlobes? Okay, thank you. What are his cheeks like? Does he have low cheekbones? Flushed cheeks? Plump cheeks? chubby cheeks, rosy cheeks, wide cheekbones, narrow cheekbones, high cheekbones. Does he have high cheekbones? Dimpled cheeks, gaunt cheeks. It's my favorite color, blue. It's my favorite flower, lilies. Okay. Okay. All right, now we're doing eyebrows. Did he have thin eyebrows? Furrowed eyebrows? Arched eyebrows? It's my favorite color, red. I'm getting interference again, man. You are rebuked in the name of Jesus Christ. I command you to leave. You're not to be here. Only those of the highest divine light may answer my questions, no one else. Does he have... Is my favorite color red? Does he have thin eyebrows? Furrowed eyebrows? Arched eyebrows? Curved eyebrows? Do you have curved, arched, furrowed, straight, bushy, unkept, groomed, thick? Okay. Okay. Does he have a broad forehead? Average forehead? Low forehead? Wrinkled forehead? Narrow? Smooth? High forehead? Okay. It's my favorite color, red. It's my favorite color, blue. It's my favorite flower, roses. It's my favorite flower, lilies. Okay. Did he have a thick mustache? Goatee? Trim-shaped beard? Thin mustache? Clean shaven? Full beard? Okay. Is his hair color dark or light? Dark? Light? Caramel? Red? Blonde? Brown? Black? It's my favorite color, red. Okay. His hair texture, tangled, silky, thick, full, coarse, greasy, voluminous, limp, fine, frizzy, lank, thin. Okay. Did he keep his hair short? Did he keep his hair long? Did he have side swept bangs, wispy bangs, bald or balding, kinky hair, wavy hair, curly hair, straight, side part, fringed bangs, blunt bangs, center part, combed over, braids, slicked back, dreads, military cut, buzz cut, fade cut. Okay, so when it comes to the Zodiac killer's hair, he would keep it in a side part that he combed over. It was straight. He kept it short. It would be considered thick and full. It was dark in color and brown. Clean shaven. Smooth. Average broad forehead. He had curved eyebrows, furrowed, thin, and unkept. He would have rosy, plump cheeks with low cheekbones. His ears are unattached earlobes, average in size and round, and average in shape. Okay? That's what we got for that. Be right back. He would have had a weak chin, double chin, and rounded, narrow, receding jawline. He would have an oval-shaped face, a narrow nose, average-sized lips with a lower lip heavier than the upper, downturned, thin. His eyes would have been dark and brown. He would have had hooded eyes that were almond-shaped, set deep and close, also downturned. They would have been considered protruding. He also would have worn glasses with bifocals. He had astigmatism. He was considered nearsighted. That's what we got for the appearance. Part 1 had more of the physique and half of the other part of what he would have looked like. I believe this is what the other part he would have looked like. But yeah, so this is what we got. I'm thinking about investing into some type of AI thing so I can enter in the information that I got from all the other ones that I did plus this one and see what pictures would have came out. Okay, 1 second. Is my favorite color red? Is my favorite color blue? Am I male? Am I female? Do I have a daughter? Okay. Do you swear upon Jesus Christ's name you're telling me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Are you the All High Almighty? Jesus Christ? Anyone else other than the two of you? Okay. Which one of these piles would he be under? Like his occupation? The warehouse worker pile? The occupation deck pile? The legal secretary pile? Okay. Did he work in anything that's laid out on my desk right now? No. Okay.
That gets you Red's double
During the murders,
perfectly smashed patties.
did he work as anything that is laid out on my desk right now?
And you know what? We'll even throw in the napkins.
Okay, we're going to start on the far right. Far right row.
Not 10.
This row. This row. This row. Yes. Did he work as a warehouse worker? Executive level. Management level. First line supervisory management. Entry level. He works as entry level. Yeah. It's my favorite color, red. It's my favorite color, red. Ah, see, now we're getting interference again. See, he does not want me to tell you what he does. Okay, you know what? I got an idea here because we got so many to go through and he's just going to be fucking with me this whole time. So 1 second. Alright, we're back. Is my favorite color red? No. Is my favorite color blue? Yes. Did he, during the time of the murders, did he work in retail? Did he work at a school? Was he a warehouse worker? Executive level? Management level? First line supervisory? Entry level? Did he work at a school? He worked at a school. Was he a teacher? Now, was this teacher interviewed? Now, there is a documentary going around right now that's speaking about some type of teacher actually writing the Zodiac letters. Was that accurate? Yes. Was that teacher the Zodiac? That is a hard yes. Was anybody else the Zodiac? No, that's a hard no. So he was the Zodiac killer. Is he dead or alive? Dead. Alive. He is dead. Okay. So apparently that, because like he did not want me to say who he was. He really didn't. And I have so many occupations to go through, and I was like, I'm not about to sit here and give myself a headache over it. And as soon as I told that mother effer to go back to hell where he came from, like, he's not allowed to come through for the rest of the read. Like, I started getting really hard yeses and hard no's. So, yeah. So the guy, let me go back in here. A teacher, while he suspected of being the Zodiac killer, was, though never convicted, was Arthur Leigh Allen, a former elementary school teacher and convicted child molester, who was the only suspect publicly named by police with strong circumstantial links, but ultimately excluded by later DNA evidence. Allen was a teacher in the Bay Area during the Zodiac's crimes, worked jobs aligning with Zodiac's clues, and friends claimed he identified with the killer, though DNA tests in 2000s didn't match. Was this guy the Zodiac killer? Yes. Were all the Zodiac killings his? No. Was he the original Zodiac? Okay, so how many Zodiac killers are we looking at here? Because, like, this is getting interesting. Was Arthur Leigh Allen the Zodiac? How many Zodiac killers are we looking into here? 1, 2, 3. 2 of them. Did they work together at the same time? No. Separately? Bro. Is that why? Like, so did they ever get together and be like, hey, we're going to do this type of stuff? And then go from there? Because I think, because weren't the victims young? He matched descriptions, was known to frequent lovers' lanes, owned a Zodiac watch, and friends reported he called himself Zodiac and planned a book about a serial killer. Is he the Zodiac killer, the actual Zodiac killer? How many Zodiac killers were there? 1, 2, 3. There were 2, so they were a team. Him and somebody else. Were they close in size? Hold on a second. Hold. Bro, this is mind blowing. Okay, hold the freaking phone. Okay, we're going to go into a little bit looking of the Zodiac. And hold the phone. What? Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so in the beginning, when I first started this, the Zodiac Killer's description varies from witnesses' accounts. Heavy set, and I got heavy set, 5'8" to 6 foot. Possibly a mustache, but depict a man with dark complexion, afro. But police sketches depict a man with dark complexion, afro, receding hairline, often with a mustache and beard. He wore dark clothes. Holy shit, there were 2. There were 2! Holy shit, there was 2 of them! No wonder! No fucking wonder, there was 2! Because, okay, so in the beginning, like earlier this morning in part 1, I was getting average and tall. That's what I was getting, and I was just like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Now it does. Now it does make sense. I just got chills. I just got chills going up the back of my neck. There are 2. My whole body just now has chills. I had the heat on. It's not cold in here. My whole body just got chills. Okay, bro. Okay, so there's 2 of them. Were they both white? No, one was African American. The other one was white. Yeah, and the white. Holy shit. Police sketch in 1990. A black man, 33 years old, 5'10" to 6. 184 pounds, dark complexion, afro, haircut, slightly receding hairline, possibly with a mustache or beard. Oh my god, there was 2 of them, that is why! Did they work together as a serial killer? Or is one of them, is any of them still alive? No, they're both dead. Yes, what the fuck? That is crazy. Okay. Did they meet in jail while when he was a convicted child molester? Arthur Leigh Allen was a convicted child molester. Did he meet his cohort in prison? Yes. Who, my kid is like banging around upstairs now. Hold on a second, let me make sure he's okay. That was a loud bang. Dude, there was 2. That was why. Because they said, like, when they tested his DNA, it didn't come out his. It came out somebody else's. Well, that would make sense if there was 2. It was 2 of them. And they met in prison. That is why in the first part, I was getting somebody who was average and somebody who was tall. Holy shit. There was 2 of them. That's why that's why there were so many differences in descriptions. Somebody was saying somebody was white. Somebody was saying somebody was black. And, yo, okay. Hold up. Okay, we're going to be looking into Arthur Leigh Allen. Yep. So somebody had full, thick hair. And that would most likely would have been... Oh my god. Okay. American teacher, mechanic, cashier, convicted child molester. I want to know who you went to jail with. Were you guys cellmates? No, you just met like in the yard of the cafeteria? Yes. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I did a reading most recently and I was talking about Britney Spears is on my radar. And I was singing this song and I looked up the song just so I can listen to it for a little bit and I started talking about, oh my god, that's so hilarious. Santa Barbara just came out. This mother effer was in Santa Barbara County. Dude. So, he took them on small trips, including in Santa Barbara County. Where did you go for... Where did you go? Connor recalls him molesting her in the car as they headed home. Okay, but where did you go to prison? Where did you go to prison at? That is fucking wild that came out like that. Because it says Santa Barbara, California. When you watch Britney Spears' video, Radar, okay, the actual music video, it came up Santa Barbara. And I just read into his Wikipedia, and he was talking about how he... Where's it at? Yeah. So if you go into Wikipedia where it says this is the Zodiac speaking, in the 1960s, Allen was friends with Phyllis Seawater and often looked after her children. He took them on small trips, including to Tajigo, whatever point, in Santa Barbara County on June 3rd, 1963. The day before, an unsolved shooting had occurred at the beach. According to their account, after Allen and the Seawater children arrived, Allen left them in the car and went down to the beach alone. When he returned about an hour later, he appeared to have blood on his hands. He cleaned up and sped away with the children. There was 2 of them. They were working together. They met while in police custody or in county. Where did you go though? He completed the probation. Where did you go? Where did you serve your sentence? Where did he serve his sentence? Arthur Leigh Allen was institutionalized at Atascadero State Hospital in California from 1974 and 1977 for child molestation. No, I'm talking about before that. before that. He met, no, man. This is wild. Did they both do it? Is my favorite color red? No. Okay, so did both of the two Zodiacs, did they actually commit the murders? They committed them together? Did they meet while in prison and or jail or a state hospital? Not a state hospital, but a jail and prison. Okay. Dude. So he didn't, so something's... Was he in jail when he met the second Zodiac? Was he in jail when he met the second Zodiac? No. He visited? Yes. Okay. Did he meet in a visitor station? So did he go there? Okay, some things I need to know more about. We need to get more into who this guy was, because there's no way that he did not have... He met them somehow. Dude, there was two. So they met. Did they plan the killings together? Did they plan them out? It's my favorite color red. My favorite color red. Do I have two cats? Do I have two dogs? Am I speaking to the All High Almighty? Am I speaking with Jesus Christ? Am I speaking with anyone else other than the two of you? No. I'm getting roll dice. How? Tell me more about the two supposed serial killers acting together. 4, 4, 6, 6. At age 19, he applied to join the Vallejo Police Department but was rejected. In 1957, he enlisted in the Navy. Allen was arrested in June 1958 for disturbing the peace and an incident involving a man named Ralph Spinelli, but charges against him were later dismissed. At the age of 25, Allen received an honorable discharge from the Navy. In the early 1960s, he moved to Atascadero, California, where he worked as a teacher and later as a mechanic. He died from a heart attack in 1992. Okay. Okay. The angel number 44666 is a combination of the vibrations of 4 and 6, suggesting a message of personal transformation and finding balance in your life, particularly regarding your material and spiritual well-being. It encourages you to overcome fears, embrace your true self, and create harmony in areas like relationships, finances, and spiritual growth. Okay, overcoming fears. He was arrested 1950. That's when he met him. Did he meet his partner in crime in 1958, 1957, 1959, 1960, 1958? Yes. When he was arrested for disturbing the peace in an incident involving a man named Ralph Spinelli. That's when he met him. Because I was just like, he was already arrested. Because, like, I'm like, I'm looking at all the things, but it was sitting here saying that, oh, this is when he was arrested, but it was way after the murders. But I'm like, okay, so he must have been in jail before then. When? Boom, right there, 1958 in June. Ooh, that just spit. Okay, so I'm reading the angel number 44666. The presence of the number 4 representing a solid foundation. Okay, they made a foundation with each other. And the repeated number 6 symbolizing material and spiritual aspects indicates a need for a balanced approach to your journey, especially as you undergo significant changes. Yeah. That's when he met him, when he went to jail in 1958. That is why I was getting to. I'm freaking mind blown right now. There was 2 of them. What? What? Okay. Hold up. Wait a minute. I need more incense. I need to go to the store and get more incense. Oh my god. That's empty. What the bro. No wonder. That's why they didn't want me to get any more information. And that's why I was getting such interference when it came to occupation, because there was freaking 2 of them. Okay. Can you give me some names? Can you give me some names involving the 2 suspects of the Zodiac killing, bro? Should I pull out any more? Should I pull out any more letters? No. That was why I was getting such freaking interference. I mean, I don't have all the letters for his name. Like, I don't have an extra R, but we got Arthur out here. Okay. We got Ken, Kenny, Kenneth, Ruth can be significant. We got Ruth. We got Vance. We have Deck. Maybe they played cards together, and that's when they started kind of like talking. I mean, you know, when you're playing cards together, you can sit there and look like you're doing something while at the same time formulating a plan. We got men, plural. We also got Cancer out here. 4, 3, and 9. Fourth house. Aries, Taurus, Gemini. Cancer, so that's Cancer again. Or an Aries, if you want to talk about months. 3 is Gemini. 9 is, what's ninth house? Libra? Or Sagittarius? Yep, that's Sagittarius. Okay. So we got Cancer out here twice. Or you could be, if you're looking at the months, right? The months of the year. You got Aries, Pisces, September, I believe, is Libra, Justice. They met in the justice system there. Saturn is Karma. Vance, Van. Maybe somebody drove a van. Got Roman. We also got Roth, maybe a last name. We got Truman. Thurman. But that's, oh my god. Pen. They met. Okay. That's a, not just like writing, but like the pen is where they always talk about, like, you know, jail. Yeah, the penitentiary, the pen, you know, pen. Yeah, the term pen is a slang term for jail or prison. So yeah, they met in the pen. They probably play cards together. True. Okay. So, but like I said, we have Vance out here. I mean, even if we're not getting the names, but we're getting the fact that they met in the penitentiary or jail or whatever. They probably played cards or some type of game, whether it's checker. It wouldn't be checker or chess because like those are I guess considered weapons. But this is back then, so things obviously have changed. But you're looking like deck. Maybe they played cards together. Van. The Zodiac Van likely refers to theories surrounding Earl Van Best Jr. as Zodiac Killer. Who's Earl Van Best? Who is Earl Van Best? Okay, see now Earl Van Best actually looks more like. I'm getting two though. I'm getting two. Okay. Okay. Show me yes. Show me no, please. Am I speaking to the All High Almighty? Am I speaking with Jesus Christ? Am I speaking with anyone else other than the two of you? Is my favorite color red? Is my favorite color blue? Okay. Who was one of the Zodiac killers? Was it Arthur or Earl? It was Arthur. And there was two of them. But was his DNA matched? So according, there is no confirmed DNA evidence from Zodiac at any of the scenes. The closest police have to Zodiac's DNA are the stamps he used to post his cryptic letters. In the early 2000s, San Francisco investigators developed a partial profile by testing saliva traces retrieved from beneath a stamp. Okay. Because the profile is incomplete, it cannot rule anyone in. Because the profile is incomplete. But it did rule out longtime suspect Arthur Leigh Allen in 2002. Okay, his victims. Okay, Wikipedia. Killed at the length of his crime spree in 1976, FPD Detective Dave Toshi said, "We know for sure he killed at least 6. The Zodiac had a personal box score of 37. Robert Graysmith estimated 49 area killings." Okay, April 9th, 1962, a man called the police in Oceanside. "I am going to pull something here in Oceanside, and you'll never be able to figure it out." Oh shit. 11:10 p.m. That's 111 on April 10th cab. Well, that it makes sense that there's 2. That's why I was getting 2 different kinds. So concur, David Arthur Faraday. 5 victims died, 2 survived. Who survived? You're not okay. You guys are starting to make me mad because I'm trying to figure out suspects. Here we go. Other suspects widely seen as viable by professional or amateur investigators include Irvin Best Jr., Gary Francis Post, Giuseppe Lawrence Kane, Paul Dorr, Richard Marshall, Richard Gajkowski, whatever. Were the killers both whites, or is one white and one black? No, both white. So the Zodiacs were how many Zodiac killers were there? 1, 2, 3, 2. Alright, tell me no until I get to the right answer. 1, 2, 2. Were they both white? Was one white and one black? No, they were both white. And they met at the pen, met in the pen where they played cards. And it said June, so they definitely met in June, so 1958. That's fucking crazy. So Arthur Leigh Allen was definitely one of them. Is the other guy, is the other actual killer. So the actual killers, are they listed here that I'm looking at? Yes. So Arthur was definitely one of them. But there was another one. Was he black? Were they both white? Yes, they were both white. They met in the pen. Earl Van Best Jr. And that would make sense because they're both child molesters, and child molesters always be talking about their shit together in for. I am floored right now. So there was two. There were two. From what I'm understanding, they are both white. Not one white, not one black, but both of them were white. One was taller, one was shorter. Okay, so Earl Van Best. So that's the second one. Is a suspect in the Zodiac case. Earl Van Best became a suspect from the investigation started by his son, whom he abandoned at an early age. His son began researching on to discover that his father lived in California area at the same time as the Zodiac murderer was perpetrating murder. Best looked like an exact replica of the police sketch. Yeah, he does. Oh my god. Because I started getting Van, and then Van came up. When did he go? Because he was also a convicted child molester, from what I understand. He too. This is fucking crazy wild. That's why. When did... Well, we need to know a little bit more about this dude. That's why I was getting such interference. I was getting a lot of interference. They didn't want me to know that. There's two of them. They work together. Okay. Yeah, but who was Earl Van Best? Who was he? His father was a commander in the U.S. Navy. Ew. Okay. Was he also a convicted child molester? That's crazy. He spent the first 6 years of his life in Japan as his father was a commander in the U.S. Navy, and Arthur was in the Navy as well. I need to find more information. Okay. I can spend the rest of this looking into this Van dude, this Earl, because I'm getting Van, and I typed in Zodiac Van, and that guy popped up. I'm like, holy shit. Okay, so... Okay, that's his picture. Then we go to Arthur. Right, Alan. I was getting combined features from both of them. That's because I'm looking at Earl Van Best, and now I'm looking at Arthur Leigh Allen, and I'm getting combined picture. Like, their features, both of them, were combined. They met somehow. Because I was getting somebody who was overweight, but then I was also getting somebody with thick, full hair. He didn't have thick, full hair. He was balding. So I was getting a combination of their features. That's what, oh my goodness. You slick sons of bitches. You try to be slick. Okay. It's both of them. It was both Alan and Earl. Because I was like, Vans. When I got Vans and I said Van, I was like, was there a Van? And I typed in Zodiac Van, and then Earl Van Best Jr. came out, and he looked with the glasses. We need to get more information on this Earl Van Best. It's both of them, dude. I'm fucking floored. There's gonna have to definitely be a part 3 here. Because I'm telling you, that shit is fucking wild. There were 2 Zodiac killers, and they were working together. You motherfuckers. Because if you look at my, if you go back and look at my descriptions, it was coming out for both. See, I wasn't thinking there was more than one. I thought there was just one. So they were giving me a combination of what they looked like. We got the combination of the overweight, chubby, with the double chin. That's Arthur. Then we were also getting with the thick glasses and the full hair. That is definitely Earl. Okay. I'm going to have to do a lot of research in this, guys, because we're definitely going to be looking more. Yeah, there's going to be a part 3. There's going to be a part 3, most definitely. I don't know when I'm going to do a part 3. I'm probably going to do a lot of information digging on both of these motherfuckers to figure out, because we got pen, deck. Somebody could have been playing cards while in the pen. And then, like I said, I was getting Vance. And then when I saw Vance, I was just like, wait a minute. Van. Did they ever drive a van? The second I typed that in, we got Earl Van Best. Wow. And now that I'm looking at this Cancer thing, like the symbols, there's 2 symbols here. What's Cancer? Hold on, before I get off of here, what's Cancer and Saturn? Can represent a complex relationships with emotions and home life, often involving feelings of pressure, anxiety, and responsibility in family members. Complex relationship indeed, motherfucker. However, it can also lead to a significant personal growth, teaching individuals to balance their own needs with their obligations to others and to find a more stable emotional foundation. The specific impact depends on where Saturn falls in. Okay, yeah. Holy shit. I bet it was a complex relationship. Because yeah. Okay, yeah, for sure. Alright. Well, I'm going to end the read here, guys. My candles are out. I'm about, this incense thingy's going out. And I will see you guys on the next one. Like, share, and subscribe. I can't believe this shit came out. There's 2 killers of the fucking Zodiac. That is why they got different descriptions. There were 2. Okay. I'm fucking floored. Alright, love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.